currently placed at Fractal from via on-campus opportunity, and I got an opportunity to be at Farm Easy via off-campus. I'd come for 4 profiles. That was the data science, the analyst profile, the DevOps profile, and the software development profile. Let it be the SQL, the Python, and all of the other stuff in the same bucket. You should always have a good business acumen when you're applying for these profiles. What all things you can do to get similar opportunities? The first one is LinkedIn. You should have a good network. So Aditya, I think it's a very ambiguous question. I really cannot suggest any particular time frame.
Hello everyone, my name is Aditya Jain. I am currently a mentor at UpScale Talks. So welcome to UpScale Talks. So herein we will continue our journey wherein we discuss the journey of seniors as to how they got placed into a company of their choice, about the hurdles they faced, and everything in between. So today we have Archit Mittal with us, so who currently holds 2 offers, one from PharmEasy, one from Fractal Analytics. So Archit, would you like to give a brief introduction about yourself, since this upscale is actually your brainchild? So
Yeah, thank you, Aditya. So hi everyone. You might know me from a lot of videos from this series already. So just to give again a brief introduction. So my name is Archit, and I'm currently pursuing my bachelor's in the field of mechanical with specialization in automobile engineering from Delhi College of Engineering. So coming about my experiences and my upcoming journey. So I'm currently placed at Fractal from via on-campus opportunity, and I got an opportunity to be at Farm Easy via off-campus. I also had an experience with analytics with the. While my previous interns, I had it at Urban Company and a few research internships at IIM Ahmedabad and IIM Nagpur respectively. So during the course of this video, we shall discover more about me and see what Aditya has in his bag to discover. Let's see that.
Yeah, sure. That was a wonderful introduction, I might add. So you told us about a whole lot of places you have been to. So let's talk about the most recent one, Farm Easy. So can you please tell us a little bit about Farm Easy?
Okay, so Aditya, a lot of you might know already Farm Easy. So basically Farm Easy is, that company wherein you might have heard about, wherein you want to order some medicines, you're not willing to go to the stores online, the offline stores. So you probably have it with just a few clicks away. You open the app, you order something. There are, a lot of products available in the Farm Easy. As soon as I'm getting to explore more and more, I am, developing a lot of better business sense when I'm associated with Farm Easy now. So that's more about it. And also just to mention that Farm Easy was an off-campus opportunity, but by the course of this video, I will also try to discover facts more about Farm Easy when it visited on campus, because I have a lot of experience about that. So it will be better if I share this all with you guys.
So let's straight dive into the process, because as Archit said, it visited both on campus and we had opportunity off campus as well. So please.
So fine, Aditya, I will go first with the on-campus one. So basically Farm Easy visited, in the first few days when the campus placement started. So basically it had come for 4 profiles. That was the data science, the analyst profile, the DevOps profile, and the software development profile. So all of these profiles were majorly based out of Bangalore location of Farm Easy. Coming about the the process of what actually when it started, how it ended. So it was the first round was the aptitude round, wherein everyone was allowed to sit for the aptitude, and it was moreover 30 questions based out of the basic aptitude. Let it be time series analysis, and all of that stuff in the similar line, quizzing, puzzles, and all of the similar lines. After that, the HR round happened, and there was one technical round as well, wherein the interviewer tried to explore more about the. I'm telling about the analyst profile, because I am more into the analyst and the product analyst roles. So I will be better trying to cover those aspects by the course of this video. We shall have another videos for another all of the profiles. So
this session is specially focused on product analyst only. For different sessions, we will have different videos upcoming in the future.
Sure, Aditya, fine. So basically, the first round was the HR round, wherein the HR was technically checking you for the company fit and all of those stuff. Apart from that, the technical interview was focused more on that you had whether the applied skills that were required for the job. Let it be the SQL, the Python, and all of the other stuff in the same bucket. And obviously, the business mindset is obviously checked when you're applying for any type of analyst role, rather it be the product analyst, business analyst, data analyst. You should always have a good business acumen when you're applying for these profiles.
Yes, correct.
So this was about the on-campus one. Now I will share my journey wherein I got it through the off-campus. So typically, basically, I will just share what all things you can do to get similar opportunities. The first one is LinkedIn. You should have a good network. There is no doubt about it. No second thoughts about it. You should have a very good network, and especially when you're having a good network, you should focus more on what all posts a company posting, or the senior managers or the management level people who are actually in your LinkedIn network are posting. If there are any openings that fit your profile, if you're applying as a fresher, so please do check once you're texting the person before that whether you're completely fit for that profile or not, because otherwise it will most probably happen if the person does not even look at your CV and tries to refer you, and you will get rejected, because this happened to me once. So I'm telling my experience, please don't do this. So you will be probably given a cool off period of 3 months, 6 months. So for those who actually don't know what cool off period is, so it is typically the time between wherein you apply for the company first, you get rejected, so you are given a cool off period for 3 months or 6 months depending upon the company policy, wherein you can apply for the second time. So probably I was rejected and I couldn't apply for the company for the next 3 months. So probably I had to spend other times exploring other opportunities on the similar lines. So sharing my journey, so it started wherein I saw a post regarding that they were looking out for people who are interested in the product domain or similar kind of domains. The business acumen is most important thing, Aditya, I feel, when we talk about the product or the product analyst roles or the APM opportunities that are available. So I know as soon as I got the on-campus opportunity from Fractal Analytics, I was looking out to diversify my knowledge. I knew I had one in my bucket that I was applying. I was anyhow going to be the data scientist or on the similar lines data decision scientist profiles if I joined Fractal. But I always wanted to explore other streams as well. I had a very good business sense. I always like to look at the business or the revenue model of a company. So these all things, little things started initiating those aspects within me, and now the journey continues. So yeah.
So I just have a few questions regarding that, and one more thing that I'd like to add, as Archit said, rejections. So rejections are a part of process. Please don't be afraid of them. So coming to the networking thing that you said, because mainly you got this opportunity off campus, so we'll focus on that only. So through LinkedIn, you said that network is important. So what time do you what time before? Because you cannot create a network of 2,000, 3,000 connections a day before, right?
Exactly.
So you have to be on a continuous path towards it. So how much time do you suggest? Like 6 months, 8 months, or a year before? When should people actually start, expanding their network on LinkedIn as well? On-campus opportunities will be there, but for off-campus, what timeline do you suggest?
So Aditya, I think it's a very ambiguous question. I really cannot suggest any particular time frame, but yes, I think the person should start as soon as possible, because I myself started in first year when I joined the entrepreneurship cell. So the journey began from there. I got to interact with a lot of seniors. They shared their journeys, that how has LinkedIn helped them gain the opportunities for the internships. Especially I feel internships are a crucial part, and during these COVID times, a lot of companies are hiring for interns, but if you don't have that connection base, the information does not get to you.
So basically that connections base starts from your internships only.
Exactly. So if you're applying for internships as well, you should get that information so that you can apply. if you're not even receiving that information, you're not even eligible for that role, right? So gaining those information is very important, I think, and this can happen via the LinkedIn connection. It plays a very important role, especially all of my internships majorly were through my LinkedIn, and the pharmacy opportunity that I also achieved was through LinkedIn as well.
Yeah, okay. So next thing will be that you mentioned that the business acumen part, right? So business acumen is also something that we are not born with, we develop over time. So let's talk about that as well in the next part. So as to how you went about with your preparation, what all things did you focus on? So all these things. So let's talk about that.
Sure, Aditya. So, coming to the front of the business acumen, so I think you can gain all these skills once you're trying to solve some issue. So once to get the mindset out of it, I started participating in lot of case study competitions. So I think those case study competitions played a very important role in my life to develop me as a person in various streams, not just business, but I know you can think that I diversified in a lot of various streams wherein I was getting into those case study competitions. So all of the cases were different, a lot different from each other. So probably in some case I got to know some analytics tool, some case I was reading more about the company, more about the revenue model, the business model. So from all there, you have those insights, and especially I joined the entrepreneurship cell in my first year. So I think that also played a very crucial point, because I got to interact with a lot of entrepreneurs that came to during all the visits and all of the campus meets that happened. So talking to those people, I think you can develop those skills. Especially try to connect with a lot of your friends. If someone is watching this video, so try to connect with a lot of your friends who you think are in a good space right now, can guide you in a better position, have some business acumen, or are doing something great, starting their own business. So if you're starting your own set of things now, you will have to focus in multiple dimensions. It's not just restricted to one. You will get to learn a lot of things. So I personally myself am learning at this stage as well, and it will happen throughout my life, I think. So
yeah, learning continues throughout your life. So yeah, that point I agree on. So basically what I got from this is that you from first year only you were into in the business thing, in the financial, or you can say managerial side of things, right? So you were exploring things, you were talking to people, you were networking. So yeah, this was regarding that, and you continued to pursue that through your different internships and volunteering experiences
exactly
as well.
exactly Also, just to add on, Aditya, right now here, so what I think was one more thing initiated this process, wherein I was involved in the cultural festival. So I was probably part of the marketing team or the sponsorship team. So the LinkedIn connection base came into play here as well. When I was working for the cultural council or the NGFest team, that is the cultural festival of DTU. So when I was working for them, I tried to interact with a lot of company people or corporate world people. So probably networking with them and talking to them, when you talk to them, you feel the difference. If someone has not tried that, I would suggest just try and do that. You will feel a lot of difference. The thing that you're thinking is completely wrong, maybe completely wrong, and they are thinking in any other dimension, and probably they are more experienced than you. So they are in a better way or a better position to explain those things to you.
Yeah, absolutely correct. Being part of the same festival with Archit, so yeah, I can vouch for this thing as well. So now let's come to the specific to the profile building part, the things that you studied, the things that you did for your profile to ace the interview. So interview and the whole company process. So let's dive into that, Archit, if you are.
Yeah, sure, Aditya. So basically, I think talking about my experience from pharmacy, what I felt they tried to investigate out of me was that how good I am with working out things, how good I can think. If I'm, let's say, given a problem statement, what is the product that I like most, and what is the 10 most faulty things about that product, I should be in that position. In with a snap, I can just recall all of them and state to the person who is interviewing me in a presentable form. I see a lot of people who have a very good business acumen and try to present, but they're not in a good position they can present their thoughts. So I think presentation is very important. The good communication skills you should have throughout your life. You should start, if you're not having that, try to interact with a lot of your peers. I think they are the best people who can point it to you out that Archit or Aditya, let's say this is the thing that you should improve on. So that's about
Yeah,
it.
putting your point across the table. That is
Exactly,
the main
exactly.
sense of what exactly an interview is. So putting your things, putting your thoughts onto the table so that other person can also grasp.
And now coming to the second point, the first point itself, the profile building. So I think you should try and focus on a lot of things. So Python has been in the bag. The SQL has been in the bag. So a lot of interviews try to explore that sense out of it. When you are applying for a product role, it is not just that you should know the good business acumen. There are a hell lot of things that you should side by side focus on. Generating a good the handy skill set is what I previously mentioned. Try communicating, improve on that aspect as well. Also, I think when I was talking about the business acumen, you just need your mind to open up. So I think that probably solving logical questions helped me a lot. I liked solving the logical questions. I remember the days when I was preparing for CAT in the initial stages of March or April. So I didn't like solving the SQL, the maths question or the quant question, but whenever anyone was saying कि यार I am not able to solve this question, I thought कि ला मेरे को दे मैं करता हूँ. I like that doing.
For the LRDI,
Yeah,
LRDI part, I remember that.
DILR
Yeah, I
section,
remember
right.
that. Yeah.
And brushing up skills and apti is what I mentioned, and preparing for your interview is the best opportunities that you should connect with your peers. Try and ask them, you take mine, I will take yours. So this is essentially what I did in my May, June, July. So my May was divided into, I was practicing the whole May with the guesstimates. In the June, I was practicing with my mock cases, and in the July I asked people to take mine interviews, I will take theirs. So probably all of those 3 months are very crucial when you're trying to prepare for a consulting or the analytics domain. These all things are required in all of the interviews. So guesstimate is one thing. I feel I have talked to a lot of people. I see everyone saying me that the interview was more about the guesstimate, the interview never comes to you with the mindset that I will be asking you a guesstimate. So probably let's say that I'm saying something that I like playing badminton. So this happened to me in an interview. I mentioned to him that during my introduction, so I mentioned that I like playing badminton a lot. So he said that can you calculate the badminton rackets that are being produced in India each and every year? So you see the business sense. The last line you say about yours, he catches the question out of it. So that is how the interview works, as of how I feel, and I have discussed with you as well about this. So yeah, that's more about it.
Yeah, so this is the interviews, the case study, and the guesstimate part. Any other skill that you as it said, generating a handy skill set. So any other skill that you think the person should have apart from this, apart from practicing with their peers, focusing on case studies and guesstimates. So apart from this, anything other than you feel, or if it's not, then it's fine as well.
No, Aditya, as I mentioned that practicing is one part, but you should somehow grab a concept or have a hand on the technical skills as well. I think it plays a very important role, especially at any point of time you're trying to solve any question. The logics come anyhow. Even if you are trying to solve a SQL question, so probably the problem statement is given to you. Now you have to think where should I apply the or clause and all of that, where I have to group them all of them together. So I think developing those skills are simultaneously very important, especially if you are applying for the product role. So I've seen a lot of people solving the case studies. Product based case studies are a bit different from the consulting ones. So probably let's say the product based case study could have been what is my best product, what is the best product, or designing something out of I'm designing,
or suggest 3 changes to your favorite
exactly
product. Yeah.
So this is another type of project, or another type of product based consulting interviews. So yeah, that's more about it. And consistently please improve on your communication skills. If you haven't started that yet, please, I request you all.
Yeah, so thank you so much, Archit, for taking out time out of your schedule to have a talk with us today to explain about the product role. So you went in depth about all the different things. So yeah, thank you so much for taking the time out, and yeah, thank you.
Thank you,
and thank you to our viewers as well. Okay.
Thank you.